Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's Alan Thomas, aka Shadosassins, and today I have more webcomic art, or I guess more concept art pertaining to my new upcoming webcomic. I think I'm officially trying to aim for a release for this comic around sometime in January. I'm hoping. If I can get it out the first week of January. It's gonna require a lot of working on my part, but in order for me to do that, I'm gonna have to not be a perfectionist and just focus on actually getting things done as opposed to making things look absolutely perfect. So that's gonna be a trial in and of itself for me, but I feel like I can get it done by then. Anyways, these are two particular pieces of art that I had actually worked on just a little bit prior to Inktober, but I forgot to post the videos, or at least discuss them. I never showed them on my YouTube channel. I just posted them on Instagram, and I thought I deleted the videos. I'm so happy that I didn't. But in any event, these are the actual art pieces that I had. The first one is for a female character design. I've done a little bit of backstory with this particular character. I'm not going to get into all the specifics of that right now, but I wanted this to look somewhat like a ninja character in my comic. I don't really have a lot of those so far, and considering that this is going to be almost like a comic that's revolving around a martial arts tournament in a sense, I think I need a tad bit more ninjas, though I do have some more coming up. Well, get to those in the coming days, but for this particular one, I wanted her to still have, since everything is sort of a colorful, almost neon and spacey look to it. I'm not sure if spacey is a thing, but I wanted her to have somewhat of a feel like that as well, but also like a traditional ninja design. Also kind of thinking a little bit along the lines of an MK ninja. As you can see, if you've been following my previous pieces of artwork, I got a little bit of Naruto thrown into a bit of my designs, a little bit of Akira Toriyama, a little bit of Mortal Kombat. Basically, with this particular comic that I'm working on, I'm putting all the things that I enjoy and all the things that I'm like into this one comic. And it's making it a lot of fun to work on, to be quite honest, because I'm not having to take things overly seriously and I'm just able to have fun while I'm doing it. Anyways, getting sidetracked, back to the actual design. I've noticed also that, I don't know what you call it, a sash or whatever that little thing is that hangs over the front of like the belt, at least in the case of this particular character. I know I have it on quite a few characters, right in the crotch region, whatever that little cloth thing that's hanging off. I think it's a sash. I don't know what it is, but in any event, way too many of my characters have them, so I'm gonna have to start dialing back on drawing those as much. I think at least like a good 3 characters that I've drawn so far has some element of that in there. So yeah, I gotta sort of chill on that. But like many other designs that I've done so far, figuring out a color scheme, trying to match a color for that without everything being plain in a particular spot has become an issue. But I think I did that, or handled that a little bit decently here. Also, I gave her like I guess like pantyhoses or tights or whatever around her legs, so guess that sort of creates a bit of a different dynamic to it, changes the look of the way the colors feel. So it's not just her actual skin tone, it's darker, at least where her legs are. Makes things not as plain as they are with the rest of my character designs and whatnot. As far as the color scheme, the reason why I just chose a basic white and pink, I'm honestly not sure. It just looked right. Compared to the other ones that I had, I didn't really like the way that those came out. One character design I did, she almost looked exactly like Jade from Mortal Kombat, so I was like, I can't do this one. But yeah, this sort of just came out in a way that I really liked and really enjoyed. Now, the second piece of artwork. This one, this is, I almost want to go in depth in detail, but I'd be giving away too much with my story right now. But this is actually based upon a character who I have yet to showcase. And because of that, the actual color, okay, I'm rambling a bit now, but the actual liquid that's in this particular picture, the liquid that's in the background, which I'm glad I was able to pull off when I was designing it. I watched a lot of Bob Ross tutorials to sort of get an idea of how I was gonna do that, and it actually worked. But shout out to Bob Ross too, rest in peace. But I watched a bunch of his tutorials to figure out how to get that liquidy sort of feel, and I really liked how I did that. It's probably I wish I would have seen this when I did my Sagat painting, but in any event, also look at my archive look at my archive of videos to see that Sagat painting if you want to know what I'm talking about with the mud statue. But in any event, the reason why I have the liquid in there is because that actually has something to do with one of the characters that I'm going to be putting in my comic. But I painted it pink. It actually goes to a female character. I don't know why I just chose pink as a default. I don't know, I guess a feminine color, whatever, so I just use that as a default. I don't even know if that's going to be the actual color that I give her. I won't really know that until I do upcoming character designs for my ninjas. So until I get to that point, I won't really know what this color will be that's in the background of this particular painting, at least where all the liquid and stuff is. It may not be pink in the end. Then again, it might be. It all depends on how I design her when I draw her. But in any event, whatever color she is what the actual liquid's going to be. But I guess as a default, I just made it pink, and also to give me an idea of how it's going to look in color once I had everything painted. But I pretty much have a silver room with the liquid sort of running down, and I wanted it to make it look like two separate rooms with the liquid going in between the two of them. I think I pulled that off pretty well here. It came out exactly the way that I wanted to in my mind, which almost never happens. So I'm really happy with that. Something that I'm actually just now aware of, my last 3 designs have white or silver in them somewhere, so I'm gonna guarantee right now that my next design will not have white in it. And if it's silver, it's gonna be a darker silver if it has it at all. Too many bland colors, no more blacks, whites, and silvers. I got to get out of that a little bit. But that is crazy. I just noticed this here in the background. It's in the female painting, and it's in the villain that I did the other day. But in any event, I'm leaving this environment as is, like I said, with the exception of the actual liquid, which how I basically did that, once I drew the outward shape of the liquid itself, I shaded the bottom half of it with the sort of black brush. And then I went ahead and did like little details of like the liquid running down. And then I just put in like white highlights in certain areas of the liquid itself and used the eraser brush with like, I want to say like low opacity to sort of give it a feel like you could see in between places of the liquid like it's running down into the reservoir itself. And then the trick that I learned from Bob Ross was to actually take a white brush and sort of just paint down around the bottom where the waters meet, like the water that's falling is meeting the water that's already on the ground, so it creates that splash effect. So little tricks of the trade that I just learned that I'm sharing with you all right now. But I really like how that one came out. In any event, that's about all that I have for today. Those are the 2 pieces of art that I had already worked on that I've been meaning to show y'all for quite a while and forgot to do so. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, if you haven't already, make sure that you like and subscribe, and check out all my links below to my store, my webcomics, my social media, all that good stuff. And I hope to see you all soon, and check out some of the artwork that I've done in Inktober and all the rest of the artwork that I have in my channel, and check out my other videos. And you all have a good one. Now I'm out.